Hello and welcome back. We're going to go ahead and start this project. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff prepared, so let's see what we can do today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our base image into our program. So I'm going to go down here to our File Explorer and I'm going to find that base image. So I'm going to go to Documents, down to Digital Art Class, and find the project folder, Gimp Items in a Bottle. And so my base image is what we're putting everything in. So for me, that is going to be this bottle here. So I have the bottle. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to right click and I'm going to go down to Open With and tell it to open with the program Gimp. I like to open up my files from where they're actually stored. I think it forces me to know and be aware of my organization. Okay, so there is my actual image. It's a little bit big. It's hard to see everything here. So over in the toolbar, I can get my magnifying glass and I can hit the Alt button. No, sorry, the Control button and zoom out just a little bit. It is like many other programs where we can click the spacebar key and we can move our project around in our window here. So I'm going to move that sort of over to the side. All right, and then the next thing that we want to do now that we have it opened is we do want to save this as a GIMP project. So we're going to go File, Save As, and we're going to give it a file name. So we always call our projects our last name, space, comma, space, first name, space, hyphen, space, and then the name of the project. So this would be GIMP, space, hyphen, space, item, in a bottle. Okay, and I'm happy with that file name. The rest of everything else we're going to leave as default for what GIMP likes to do. We're going to make sure that we are still at the top here, the Save In folder, Documents, Digital Art Class, GIMP, Items in a Bottle. So we're in the right folder. Happy with that, and I'm going to hit Save. Okay, so it just saved my current project for me. Okay, now that I have it saved, the next thing that I'm going to do is try to get this image, to fit a little bit more to what we want to do for this project. So I am going to rotate this. So to rotate this, I'm going to go over here to my toolbar up at the top, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tools in, and I'm going to click and hold. It's going to possibly be on this Unify Transform tool. We're going to come down to the second one here, which is the rotate tool. When I go out to the outside edge of my project, I can rotate this project. Okay, so I want to put this project on a slight bend. And I think I'm actually going to edit, undo that for a second. I think I want to start by rotating this entire document. So let me think. I'll go Image, Transform, and I want to rotate it 90 degrees. So there I have it, kind of horizontal. I think it'd be a whole lot better for our project than the vertical one. And now let me go ahead. I'm going to click on the outside and I'm going to rotate. I want it just to have a slight angle to it, so maybe the water doesn't slosh out of the bottle. Okay, something like that. When I'm happy with the adjustment and the angle, I'm going to come over here to the dialog box that popped up, the rotate dialog box, and I'm going to click rotate. That's going to like snap that and set that transformation. Now the problem with that is I have these gray checkerboard areas that are now transparent on my canvas or my piece of paper, and I don't really like that and don't want that. So I'm going to come over here to my layers palette, and at the bottom of the layers palette I'm going to add a layer, and pretty much defaults are all good here. The one thing that I want to change is the fill width. So down here at the bottom, fill width, I don't want it to be transparent. I do want to fill with white background. Because the background of my bottle is currently white. So I'm going to hit OK. Now it changed everything to white, so don't freak out. All you're going to do is take over in the layers palette, we put that layer on top. So we're just going to click on that layer and drag it beneath or below our bottle. Okay, I'm liking that. I do think that this shadow is causing a problem. on my bottle. So I'm thinking that I want to try this again. So I'm going to just go through this process again. I'm going to rotate. This time I'm going to rotate. Oh, I'm rotating the wrong layer. Let me see here. Reset, and then I'm going to click on the move tool. Okay, I'm going to click on my bottle layer, and I'm going to, again, make this change. So I'm going to click on my rotate tool, click on the outside. I'm going to rotate it this way. I think I like the way that looks better, and I'm going to hit rotate on the left. So just a slight change there in a different direction for my bottle. Now, that is two separate layers, and that's going to cause us some problems moving forward. So what we're going to do with those two layers over here in the layers palette, it doesn't matter which one you have selected, we're going to right click on that. And at the very bottom of the screen, we're going to click on flatten image. Okay, so that becomes one layer over here in the layers palette, a nice white background all the way around, and it kind of cropped it so that it fits onto that canvas page a little bit better too. So we're going to go File, and we're going to hit Save. We've already given it a file name, so we should be good. Now, the only other thing that we need to do today is take a screenshot of our progress for the day. So I'm going to click on my Windows, Shift, and S button on my keyboard. It's going to bring up my clipping tool. I'm going to clip out part of this project, so something like that, so that I'm seeing all of the important components for this. And then I'm going to save that image. It is saved to my clipboard, so I could go directly from there to my sketchbook and not worry about saving it, but I do want to go ahead and save this. So this is my 11.04 screenshot. So I'll go ahead and save that, and then I can turn that in properly. All right, if you have any concerns or questions with the steps of the project for today, please reach out and let me know. Otherwise, enjoy the process.